In IELTS writing, both for task 1 and task 2, you need to organise your ideas clearly. An important tool that you can use in the organisation strategy is to write topic sentences. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to write topic sentences for task 1 of the IELTS academic question. Make sure you stay through the whole of this video and get the full strategies for this important technique that will surely strengthen your score in writing task 1. The first question then is, what is a topic sentence? Well, a topic sentence is a sentence that tells the reader what the main idea of your paragraph is. Remember that you need to organise your writing into paragraphs, and each paragraph focuses on one main idea. The topic sentence clearly states what that main idea is. There are various places you can put the topic sentence, but my advice is to write your topic sentence as the first sentence in the paragraph. I'll repeat that so that it's clear. The first sentence of each paragraph can be your topic sentence. In terms of task 1, you might be thinking, well, what is the main idea in task 1? Well, each paragraph in task 1 will describe the trend of a certain category that is shown in the graph that you are trying to write about. So for IELTS task 1, the topic sentence will be a sentence that identifies the certain category that you are writing about in that paragraph. Let me explain some steps on how to write the topic sentence for task 1, and then I'll give you a few examples to make this clear. So step 1 is to analyse, understand the chart or graph that you have to write about. Of course, that is by looking and studying the IELTS question that you have. This should only take a few minutes. The graphs are quite detailed, but they're not exactly complex. Once you have studied the chart, then you need to ask yourself, what are my categories? Once you know what the categories are, then you have the names of the paragraph. That is one paragraph for each category. And then once you know the category, you can write the topic sentence, because in task 1, the topic sentence really is just naming the category that you are going to describe. Some examples of topic sentences will make this easier to understand, and let's just identify a few pieces of vocabulary that will help you. First, we have some key verbs that you can use. There are others, but I'm just going to give you the 3 important verbs here. They are consider, describe, and outline. In addition to these verbs, there are also 3 nouns that will be very useful in writing your topic sentence. Here are the 3 useful nouns you can use, and once again, yes, there are others, but these 3 are probably the most useful. Data, information, trend, or trends. Now that we have the vocabulary in place, we can look at some example topic sentences. Now, there are 2 styles you can use for your topic sentence. The first is a more formal style. This is where you will use the passive voice of those verbs that I mentioned. Here are the examples. The percentage of radio listeners will be described. The trends for the percentage of radio listeners will be considered first. The information on the number of television viewers will be outlined. So they are some examples of the formal type of topic sentence. You can also write it in a more informal style. This is where you use the active voice. And here are a couple of examples. Let's now consider the data for the number of television viewers. I will now outline the information on the number of people who listened to the radio. It doesn't really matter whether you use the formal style or the informal style. And if you like, you can also mix them up. For one paragraph, you can use a more formal style topic sentence, and then the next paragraph, you might decide to make it more informal. IELTS is quite flexible in terms of the style that you use. My suggestion is just to stick to the kind of style that you feel more comfortable with, because it just doesn't matter which way. Just before we look at the examples and how to write topic sentences, I'd just like to show you an example question that I am using. This is a real IELTS question, and you can download it from the IELTS.org website. So this one is open to the public, and it is a line graph about the number of radio listeners and television viewers. So just have a look at it now, and you can download it from the link in the description if you want to analyze it in more detail and perhaps try writing out the answer yourself. All right then, that is how you write the topic sentence for task 1 of the academic question. Pretty easy, really, isn't it? A nice simple strategy, and when you use it, you will be producing a much stronger writing answer. I've got a few comments to close before the end of this video, just a few tips and tricks here. Just remember that it is best to write your topic sentence at the start of the paragraph. And there are a couple of reasons why the start can be the most effective. When you start with the topic sentence, it really does a good job of showing the examiner a good first impression. The examiner reads that and he gets the idea that you are a clear and organized thinker. And the other advantage of using a topic sentence is that it automatically makes your task 1 response a lot easier to follow, to understand, and to read. You're making the examiner's job a lot easier. And that's going to make the examiner happy with you. Happy examiner equals a higher score, in my opinion. The other thing to say is that it is a good idea to practice writing some topic sentences. And I do strongly recommend that you practice writing these things out. Now, the first thing you can do is simply copy the examples that I've shown you in this video so that you get a feeling for how they go. After that, why don't you find some old task 1 questions and then just analyze them as I showed you and write out the topic sentences for those. Once again, you'll find a couple of extra questions in the link, the description that I sent you, but there are plenty of task 1 questions out there on the internet. Grab a collection of about 4 or 5 task 1 questions, look at them and write your topic sentences. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about how to write topic sentences for task 1, and I'll do my best to answer them. Also, watch another video. Why not? I'm just releasing a video about how the writing scores are calculated, so have a look at that video as well. In the meantime, remember to subscribe to the IELTS Breakthrough channel if you haven't already. IELTS Breakthrough is a channel that helps students and professionals get a high score in IELTS. We have tips and strategies for the IELTS Academic, the IELTS General Training and IELTS Life Skills. It's completely free. Just click on the subscribe button, notification, and you'll get all of the free information as we release it. In the meantime, have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, day, week or weekend. I'll see you in the next video.